Today's subject is about mistakes. We all make mistakes. Being a tennis pro, I see a lot of mistakes, myself and my students. And, learning to manage and minimize mistakes is going to be critical to your success in the future. The tennis court is the mistake center of the world because mistakes are happening all the time by both players or all four players who's ever out there. And, even the best players in the world, Rafa, Federer, Medvedev, they're making mistakes all the time. But they know how to cope with those mistakes. That's why I like tennis so much. It's called the sport of a lifetime, and there are so many similarities between life and tennis. We have our ups and we have our downs, so the key is to learn from your mistakes. Use your mistakes as feedback to help you either play better in tennis or to help you do better in life. Use it as feedback. What happened? Like in tennis, let's say, I didn't keep my head up long enough, and that's why I missed the shot. I dropped my head too soon. Or in life, maybe you said something to one of your friends that you shouldn't have said. It was offensive to them. You admit your mistakes. You admit it. I'm sorry. And leave it at that. You don't have to try and make excuses or whatever. And that's what people do sometimes. They spend energy on making excuses, emotional energy on making excuses for their mistake. So own up to it. Learn from the mistake. That's the key. What did I do wrong? Like when you hit a shot in tennis, it's almost like if you think about that shot real quick, you can remember what you did wrong. So you just make a mental note. You use that feedback to help you to play better as the match progresses. And in life, the same thing. You use mistakes, feedback to help you do better in the future. So, mistakes are something that happens to everyone, and when you learn how to manage them, it really helps. One of the keys for me, when I make a mistake on the tennis court, and sometimes it can be a real, almost, an embarrassing type mistake. I'm sure we've all dealt with that. We miss that real easy shot, and it's kind of embarrassing. So what do? Or it was the wind, it was the sun, my shoulder hurts today, or whatever. Don't make excuses. The key for me has been just smile. Smile. We all make mistakes. Or use a sense of humor to lighten it up, Don't take yourself too serious. We're all going to make mistakes, So, of course, we want to be responsible people. We're trying to avoid mistakes in life and on the tennis court as well. But we've got to come to grips with, you're not going to play the rest of life or the rest of your tennis matches perfect. You're not going to do it. It's impossible. No one can do it. So manage, minimize, crucial to your success. As an example, let's say, you're starting a new diet. You're trying to eat more raw food, more live food. And then you have a slip up. You have a craving for potato chips or whatever it is, and you eat the whole bag, and it can be depressing. But don't let it get you down. Just remember, everybody makes mistakes. Dust yourself off. Think about what happened, what led to that slip up. What led to it? What was I thinking? Were my thoughts negative? And, you know, I was just thinking so negative that I said, oh, what's the use? And I'm just going to eat these chips. Because if you can realize what it is that kind of sets you off, you can counteract that. You know, when you start to have those thoughts, do something positive. And something positive usually, I'd say probably all the time, requires action. You know, get up, take a walk out in nature, or take a walk around a tennis court or whatever. Do some exercise. Do something positive, take that action, and you can get over the hump of wanting to eat that whole bag of potato chips. So give that a shot. I think that can help, because that's why I like tennis so much. It's so much like life. We've got our ups, we've got our downs, and we have to learn to manage and minimize. All the best. Please give me a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll do my best to get back to you with any questions or comments. Put those below. Take care to your health and to your tennis success.